ní sùúrù ló máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ program jẹ́ kó join náà. tó bá ti ó ti join ọ tó bá ti wà live jẹ́ kí n mọ̀.
Good evening. Ikabankole.
Ayodeji.
Can you hear me, sir?
Can you start?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. I think we are good, except for the network being shaky. But we are good.
Maybe that is by your side.
Are we?
Network, you should have sorted that out. So. Okay.
I have both my MCN and Airtel. Anyway, let's move on. Are we on YouTube and Facebook? Or
no, we are only on YouTube. We are not using Facebook.
Okay. Okay, let me copy the YouTube link so that I can share it.
The Facebook is always my personal Facebook. When we go live, it doesn't go live on Facebook page. So I don't want to use my Facebook persona. I want to talk to people that want to learn something, not necessarily to the crowd. So I prefer my page, but as long as it's not going on live on the Facebook page, so I don't. So let's use YouTube. Can always get the extracts. The extracts can always be cutting out. When you are ready, let me know. Ayodeji. Are you there? Okay, I think
Hello.
you are good to go. Yeah, are you back?
It
looks like you are frozen.
Yes. Okay, was I off? Oh, I've been talking. Oh, probably need network. All right, so I was just talking about the purpose for which we are here, which is to talk about the opportunities that are bound in agribusiness, in real estate, in exports, in the agri ecosystem generally. Recently, I remember we were having a conversation some times ago, and we talked about the GDP of Nigeria and agri being the major contributor to the GDP. In fact, it's far distant to even the second, third, and fourth industries. So that means there's great potential in this industry, and it's not being tapped enough. Most Nigerians assume everything is about oil, is about oil and gas, or say real estate. But then there's this great industry that many of us don't have enough knowledge, or probably we are totally ignorant about the prospect, or we've had failures in the past such that we now have like bad experience and we don't want to delve into it again. So that's why it's important to have this kind of conversation with someone or people who have been in the field for decades, they've had hands-on experience. It's not like, there are people who they tell you they are in the agri sector, but everything is on paper. All their knowledge is school knowledge, what they gained probably when they went to School of Agric or a Federal University of Technology or whatever. But for someone who has been on the field, apart from being on the field, who had also gained, experience from the school. So this is a healthy combination that I feel everyone should tap into. So that's why we are having this seminar today, and it's an honor to have Speaker Bankole. Is Bankole Olarewaju, but many of us call him Speaker Bankole, and
Before this
he's here to
Bankole
share with
what?
us, his knowledge
Oh,
about.
yeah, Deji, I just heard you saying is
What
Bankole
did you
what?
say?
You said is
Yes,
Bankole what? What do you call this surname? Maybe I can.
Olarewaju.
Maybe I should just.
Olalekan. That was oh, that was that's interesting. I think
Okay, you can go ahead.
another name was ringing in my head. Olalekan. That's interesting for someone I relate with every day. Anyway, um, so we have Bankole Olalekan here tonight, and he's going to share good stuff with us. So if you are joined this live, I would advise you to click the share link on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube right now, click the share link, copy it, and paste it on probably your Facebook, paste it on your WhatsApp status. Let people know that we are live and let them join us here, because what we are going to do here has the potential to transform life. Like literally has the potential to transform your life, especially if you put it to use. So in about a minute, I'll just allow you do that, and we come back. I'll allow Mr. Bankole to introduce himself. We get to know him personally. I've talked about him, but it's always best for him to also let's hear from him personally.
Do you want me to? Do you have a? So if you can hear us, just say it on the comment. Of course, I've seen one or two people saying they can hear us very clear. If you can hear us, just drop it. I can hear me. If you can hear me, so just say I can hear, so that we know that the reception is very clear. Good evening from where I am to everyone that is watching this live, or that's going
So
to
can you
still
hear
watch the
share in the
uh, uh, so that's still going to watch wherever you are across the globe. Uh, it's always a great time doing this, Deji. And I want to see more of these, probably having conversations like these, even if it's just
yeah?
like I was discussing it, if it's just like once in a week or twice in a week. Knowledge is your credential to wealth creation. So knowledge is your credential to wealth creation. If you don't have knowledge, there's nothing you want to take action upon. You cannot take action in a vacuum. So before you start talking, the reason why many people struggle today, or like they are like struggling for years and they are not meeting up, is because most of the time people tend to work in a vacuum. You cannot give what you don't know. It is only what you know that you can act upon. And that is why it's very important to first seek for industrialized knowledge, specific knowledge, not just general knowledge. What we go to school to learn is what you call general knowledge. You learn the chemistry, you learn the physics, you learn the biology, you learn the maths, you learn the English. These are general knowledge. It can be confusing. What you get on Google is what you call general knowledge. What you get on social media most of the time is what you call general knowledge. And sometimes too, you get what you call oversaturated information. So most people jump on social media sphere. Uh, they want to speak on a particular subject that they might not necessarily be an authority over. And so what makes one an authority over a subject is because of your years of accumulated experience plus display or expression of knowledge that you have been able to acquire either from trainings, mentors, or through trial and error. So why we do what we do most of the time, like, organizing master classes, webinars like this, is simply because we also come to the realization that most of the time, if we don't share these specifics, this practical knowledge, many people will just be doing trial and error. And what happened to trial and error, it will make you to lose a lot of money. I remembered when we were starting business that year, we hardly find a mentor that understands specifically what we want to start. What we do find most of the time, for an instance, if you want to plant onion, is that you might see a local farmer that have been planting that onion for 15 years, and sometimes the farmer cannot even tell you specifically the amount of onion or the volume of onion or the tons of onion he is gathering every year. So what he's just doing is, in season, out of season, you will see that farmer, maybe last year, he was able to accumulate 2 tons of onion, which he did not even know anything about. This year, he might struggle to accumulate 500 kg of onion. Most of the time, this trial and error does not build a veritable or a viable or a profitable business. And most of the time, you will see people rushing into this type of business. What do? They rush out because there is nothing we call precision in that game. That is why sometimes you will see many people rushing into fish farming. Oh, after some have made a little bit of money and some have burnt their fingers, 99% will rush out. Sometimes you will see many people rushing into commodity trading, or export. After they have burnt their finger, 99% will rush out. The few people that remain, what do? They spend time to fine tune and rejig whatsoever model they are using. So you must understand that for you to succeed in a particular business, you must have a business model. Why am I into this business? Why am I starting this business? What do I want to achieve with this business? How do I want to generate income with this business? How do I want to scale this business? How do I want to sustain this business for a generation or for decades? Or how, and not even just all combined. And how do I want to turn this business to create jobs and wealth, not just for you and for probably people around you? It's very, very important to sit down and not just be doing the activities of business. What many people do today is they wake up in the morning, they rush to their shop 5 a.m. and they wait there till 10 p.m. Customer come, customer do not come. Every day keep doing the stereotype, right? That is what most people do today. And that is what many people have always been doing. And that is why they might not be able to quantify or be able to say, this is what I have made last year. This is what I made 2 years ago. This is what I have made this year. And this is my projection for next year. So it's very, very important that we have to understand this. Before Ayodeji continues, let me say this, because in my introduction, he asked me to introduce myself. I'm going to use my slide. So, but I want Ayodeji to pick one or two questions, or maybe you want me to first go through my slide. So it depends on how, because he's the one moderating. So
I'll just
know.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes.
All right. Okay. I think let's do it like this. Let's just At least we have many people watching this live session now that they don't know you, they don't really have the background of who you are. So I feel we should have, let's know you, let's get to know you. Tell us about where you are coming from, your background in the business sector, in the academia, and generally up to this point. So let's just have that background in a few minutes. Then from there we go on to your slides and we move and we push it.
Okay, so I will still talk more about myself during my slide presentation, but let me give you a brief background of who I am. I'm Bankole Olalekan. If you want to expand my name, you can say I'm Olalekan Bankole Emmanuel, popularly known as Speaker Bankole. I have been in this space, the business space, for quite a while, and I have put my hand into almost everything. I'm a serial investor. I'm a PhD candidate. My first degree, my master degree, my PhD is in agriculture and every subject related to agriculture, forestry, agroforestry, agricultural extension, agricultural communication technology. I finished and I did all my degrees from the best federal university of technology in Nigeria. So it's not late for you to. I don't usually call the name of my university. It's not why we are. I don't say it anywhere. But
You don't
but yeah, I don't. I
need
don't.
to brag.
I brag about my results. I don't brag about my. I brag more about my result has always been impact. How many people do I impact in a year? For people that are very
All right,
close to
carry
me,
on.
we know that I spend many years to create millionaires, to mentor people, young people, old people that want to meet money, right? And they want to become financially independent. They want to go ahead to build their own businesses or to invest in other people's businesses and create a lot of opportunities for themselves and for other people. Um, I have, like I said, we have series of companies. We are into financial technology company, fintech, which is Extra Mile Africa. We are into agriculture. We are into exports. We are into logistics. We are into finance. Uh, we are into real estate, farm estate. So uh, you can think of any particular business, even in the agriculture that we want to emphasize more on today. I have gone from the production, primary production, which is the farming, to all the value chain and the supply chain, from production to processing to storage to logistics to mechanization to irrigation to exports to doorstep delivery, from the rural farmers to the marketplace, even to the doorstep of consumers. I have built technology around agriculture. And over the years, I have built a lot of team members that have created a lot of opportunities. I've raised investments, millions in agriculture. I've raised grants, millions in agriculture. So you are just a step closer to me when you just Google my name. If you have not related with me before, you are just a step closer to me. But what is more important is that Speaker Bankole is someone that we love to connect you to better offers, better opportunities in the agricultural value chain. So that when you get to year 2025, you will be able to have some confidence, uh, some level of this faith in yourself. You know, there are a lot of fears in the nation Nigeria today, a lot of fears in Africa. And I can tell you this fear cuts across the globe. It's not just only in a particular country. And what is the fear? The fear is that there is a lot of financial, economic downturn now. Prices of food
Yeah, that's
are going up. I don't know, maybe I like it. I've had the arguments of people are saying, oh, things are very expensive. Oh, maybe T-Pain or whatsoever T-Pain or whatsoever you call them, the government, they should bring the prices of food. Let me shock you, people that are watching me. The president, Tinubu, or no single president can bring or single-handedly bring the price of food down. It is going to be my responsibility. It is going to be your responsibility. We have over
Yeah.
more than 1 million, 2 million, 3 million hectares of arable land across the length and breadth. You know, when they were running one of our ads on the agricultural space, let me quickly say this, Deji. When they were running the ad, somebody asked on the comment box, he said, "Are you talking about the same Nigeria that you and I are inside?" We don't reply to questions like that because I'm not a public figure that want to engage people on social media. Uh, my own is to teach,
Oh, yeah.
my own is to educate, and my own is to connect you to opportunities. And your own is to go and sit down, decipher, think, and see a way you can key into that opportunity. If there is an insecurity in a particular village, does it mean that you should not extend or spread your tentacle to another village where there is no
Another
insecurity,
village.
where the security is at least
Where the
sure? Because this security issue is
yes.
very relative, very relative. So will you say because you are hungry and you will allow hunger to kill you, if you are in a particular village and people are not allowing you, or maybe herdsmen or the insecurity issue is not allowing you to go to the farm to go and farm, and you are very hungry, there is nowhere to buy food, you don't have money to even buy the food, will you sit down and just fold your hands, and you are hearing that the next community,
Just,
the place is secure to farm, and you sit down in one community? I don't do that. That is what we call business scalability, and that is what we do. We are not boxed into a corner. We are not limited as a company. Speaker Bankole is not talking to you as just an individual. He has a lot of people working for him and working with him. So we are not limited in a box that we will now say, oh, because there is an insecurity in maybe a particular state in the north, or maybe a particular state in the west, or maybe a particular state in the south. I deliberately use all those 3 or 4 regions so that nobody will accuse me of saying, oh, maybe we are saying there is an insecurity in one part of the country whatsoever. The most important thing is that we look out for places. For example, in most of the states in Southwest,
yeah.
they are safe to farm. I'm not saying all the states.
Yes. That,
In a particular states, oh, you can argue and said, but that is where I have my farmland, right? But I have answered that question already. Will you say because there is an insecurity in the place you have a farmland and you are very, very hungry, and you hear that there is a secured community nearby and you refuse to go? One or two things will happen. It's either hunger will kill that person, or you will eat whatsoever sand or stone that you see. What am I saying is, in essence, is that it is high time as a people that we start thinking beyond our present location. It's high time as a people that we start making ourselves a bit uncomfortable so that we can create food surplus if you want the price of food to come down. But for me, I think I am indifferent about the prices of food. I am neither happy nor sad. Cocoa farmers, were just making barely 2.5 to 3 million naira per ton on their cocoa 2023. This year, they sold that same cocoa for 12 to 13 million naira per ton. The way some people are very sad that food prices are going up, some people are very happy. I am happy for our farmers, and I'm happy for we people that we are in the agricultural industry. The reason is this: over the years, farmers have been at the receiving end, suffering. They will spend all their years laboring, toiling day and night to farm. Sometimes the weather pattern, invariabilities in the season will affect these people. They will not even make their capital back, let alone their profits. Now, in the last 3, 4, 5 years, Our farmers, prices of food have been going up. Our farmers has been earning over 300 to 400% for farmers that know what they are doing, for farmers that have established themselves before now, for people that have listened to some of us when we shouted some years ago that agriculture is the backbone of African economy, that is going to snowball into creating wealth for a lot of people that key into it earlier. Those are the people I am referring to. I'm not talking about a farmer that his forefathers or someone that his great grandfather left him with oil palm and he has not even visited that place for 16 years. You cannot see anything. Did you see Okomu in Edo? And all the oil palm
Okomo.
companies in Edo State and Ondo State that were exporting this year, did you see what they made from forests in palm oil? Palm oil. They made
Their stock,
millions.
even their stock, their investors in stock, their shareholders enjoy part of the benefits
Of
because their
course,
stock keep going high.
these are companies that are invested, that people invest in. Automatically, when a company that people invest in are making more money, their shareholders, their investors, their stakeholders will make a lot of money.
Yeah.
So that is the type of
That's,
opportunities we are employing you, we are enjoying you to see. Don't see agriculture as that traditional business that you have been seeing it, whereby you will just go to plant a maize and the maize will not grow. I'm not talking about that in my own platform, on my platform. I'm an agricultural entrepreneur. I'm a serial investor. So I'm not this type of person that comes to talk about how you will plant maize and you will see 2.5 tons of corn on your ground. No, 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 no. I'm talking about how can you turn agricultural opportunities to create wealth, to create job opportunities, to create income or additional income or extra income or investment portfolio for yourself. That is what I'm talking about. So I think Deji will allow me to share my slide so that I can go into my slide and speak to my slide.
all right. Thank you
Yeah.
for that
So
powerful introduction.
intro.
So please, of course, it is nice to for us to have your slides so that the people watching this live video and people that will watch it later kind of be able to get a lot of what we are about to share today. So please, Mr. Bankole, just go ahead with the slides and let's have it in the next probably 20 or 30 minutes. And after that, we can ask questions. We also allow some of the viewers on YouTube, you can ask your questions through the section. So just stay on standby, watch this slide, take down notes. This is very important. Take down notes. I assure you of that. You're going to get value from this. So, and after the session, we are going to have opportunity to ask Bankole questions. Speaker Bankole, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
All right, please go ahead.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Shola, for giving me the slide. So now we have a company called Extra Mile Africa, and by God's grace, I'm the team lead, uh, the chief executive officer of Extra Mile Africa, and this is a company that we have been running for 6 to 7 years now. And prior to that, we've built a whole lot of value chain in the last 20 years across agricultural businesses. Of course, Extra Mile Africa has a lot of portfolios from agribusiness to real estate to farm estate to finance, where we make people to key into our assets, financing on credits and all those things. So we have what we call ExtracoopNG, and that is what you see on your first slide. If you can see my slide, just say, I can see your slide, so that I will know. If you can see my slide, say, I can see your slide. Just type in the comment box, I can see your slide. So ExtracoopNG is Extra Mile Cooperative Nigeria. That is the full meaning of Extracoop. Is our portfolio in the company that help people to save, your normal cooperative. But the advantage of this one is that you can save. You can be part of ExtracoopNG wherever you are in the world. You can be part of ExtraCoop. So it's a hybrid platform. Is good for people that are present, and it's also good for people that are, abroad or too far from us. So it's not just digital, it's not just offline. So hybrid is both offline and online platform. So if you want to join Extra Mile Cooperative, so the opportunities are very immense. We have given thousands of people in Nigeria loans. If you Google Extra Mile Africa, which I lead, you will see that a lot of small businesses that we have supported in the last 6 years. And thank God for our partners, EFINA, Central Bank of Nigeria, UKID, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation in the past, USAID and the likes of them, Strife Masiyiwa, Tony Elumelu of this world. These are people that have invested heavily in this company in the last years. We have been doing this to help people, but we also noticed that quite a number of our people, when we give them credit, they default. So in the last 1.5 years or thereabouts, we quickly pivoted. So what we do now is that we put real assets into your hand. So you can pay for real assets on credit. It can be your washing machine, it can be your freezer, it can be your solar power, it can be any of this, something that is tangible, a non-consumable asset. So you can save towards it. Immediately you have saved up to 50% of the money of the assets. We give you the assets and you can pay back the remaining amount. It's a very interesting platform. So we are doing a lot around that area. But today we want to look at ExtraCoop Agrifair Masterclass and webinar. It's a free one. And I feel that you are going to enjoy this opportunity. But before I continue, I want to make you to have a little bit of shift in your mindset, because it's not the first time a lot of people listening to conversations like this, and they don't just, they don't just take action. Some people will argue that it's because of money. It's not. People like us started business without money, but we position ourselves strategically. We change our mindset, and it worked for us today. The last 2 decades, it's working perfectly well for us. So it doesn't matter, maybe the economy is facing a stress or the economy is not facing a stress. The most important thing is just for you to change your mindset. So let me play one of my role model video. Is Grant Cardone. Few of you might have heard about him before. So for just 3 minutes or thereabout, just watch this video.
And sell to the people at the village. There was this village, and the village needs water. And they suffer from this problem for many years. So the elderly in the village put out a bid. And they say, anyone that can solve this water problem for us, we will pay you. So the first person, Ed, goes to the village and gets a few buckets. Because about a mile away from the village, there's a lake. So Ed would get 2 buckets of water, and every day he would go to the lake, get some water, and go back to the village and sell to the people at the village. Now, if you do that every day, do you get tired? Do you get tired? So Ed only his competition. And Ed thought, haha, I have all the business, no competition. A few months later, Billy comes back with a team, and he decides not to carry buckets, but build pipelines. He starts building the pipelines from the village directly all the way to the lake. So people at the village, they could just turn on the tap and the water comes. And he said to the village people, you don't have to worry about weekends. My water, 24/7. It works 24/7. Consistent, guarantee. It puts Ed out of business. And Billy become very rich because of that. Most of you, you've been hauling buckets for years because we haven't built a pipeline. The pipeline mindset is different from the hauling bucket mindset. It means this. You have to ask yourself this question. If I keep doing what I am doing, is it going to be easier or harder? Please write this down. Is it going to be easier or harder? If I become more successful, am I going to have less time or more time? Am I going to have less time or more time? Am I hauling buckets or am I building pipeline? Let me ask you a question and answer it out loud. How many of you are sick and tired of hauling the buckets?
Thank you. Thank you. So how many of you listening to me this evening, wherever you are sick and tired of hustling, You want to build your next decade, 10 years time, to be able to sit down, and if you are not even working for the next 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, and money keeps coming to your bank account. How many Nigerians, how many Africans can really achieve that, even in a lifetime? And to achieve some of these things becomes easy with knowledge. And I hope if you understand that video you just watched, just say, put in your comments in the comment box and say, I understand. Just put in the comment box, say, I understand. If you don't understand, fine, just say you don't understand. But what that video is saying is this: most of the time, what many people do is they keep carrying the same buckets. You know what we do in the village those years, in the early days? The older ones can testify. You will keep going to the same stream, 5 years, 10 years, and somebody just came to the village and built a pipeline. And what happened next is just as simple as connecting yourself to sort of easy life, right? Just like you do the work, the hard work once. Maybe you want to spend the next 20 years, 15 years, 10 years to work very hard to make some income. And you now start learning how to diversify, how to reinvest, and how to do some smart work so that you don't work till old age. Even if there is a reason why I do what I do, is because I don't want to keep working when the black hair that you are seeing now is turning to white hairs. That is not too good. And how can you create some other sources of income for your children, for your family members, maybe immediate or extended family member? So thank you. Now, there is a very important need to change your mindset. If you have a very closed mind in a teaching like this, what happened? You might not get it right. And that is the truth. You might not get it right if you have a closed mind. Sorry, can the slide be a bit bolder? Okay, let me do my lightning. Yeah. So let's go to it. If you have watched that video and you understand what we are talking about and what we are going to talk about here this evening. My name is Bankole Olalikon, popularly known as Speaker Bankole, as I've introduced myself earlier, and for those that are just joining us. And that name is not just a name, it is a movement, a vision, and a testimony of resilience, innovation, and impact. And that is what I've been doing in the last 25 years. Bankole is a man that loves to dream big and dare. You know, I came from humble beginning and have been able to understand how to build marketplace, how to build opportunities in whatsoever industry, be it agriculture, logistics, real estate, and all these things are very interwoven. You can't talk about agriculture when we don't talk about land, when we don't talk about logistics. The reason why 70% of our agricultural produce gets rotten on the farm is because nobody is thinking, how can I create the logistics solution? Nobody is thinking, how can I create the cold storage solution? Nobody is thinking. Maybe people are thinking, right? But maybe the challenge has always been we are not connecting ourselves. We are not building a community of people. We are not connecting with great minds. You can't be thinking about gigantic idea, big idea all alone. So I am this person that loves to think very big and I execute very big because I want to create a lot of jobs, opportunities, and wealth so that many families, many people working for me, their family members, and a lot of other people, like we are empowering small businesses and consumer across Nigeria, they can benefit from this opportunity. So I believe so much in creating opportunity for a lot of people. And the vision is very clear, is to empower individuals and community to live profitably and sustainably by challenging traditional institutions and pivoting innovative pathway to success. You must learn to shift from doing the same thing the same way that is giving you little results, very tiny results, or no result at all. You must learn to decide. This is a best time for you. This is December, right? And you are moving to a new year. You must learn to decide to have that shift. And that shift starts from your mind. It doesn't start from the outside world. It doesn't start from the hustling and bustling of day-to-day activities. If you are the type of person that wake up, maybe for some of you that live in Lagos, you wake up 4 a.m., 5 a.m., and you will get back home 11 p.m. Try having a mindset shift. What can I do to connect myself to the bigger picture? Next slide. Give me the next slide. So you can just go through my next slide. Of course, I've done so much for myself. You know, I was raised by a single mother that the only thing that she tried as much as possible is survival, putting food on our table and ensuring that we have education. God bless her soul. She's late now. God bless her soul. In the early days, when I was so small, What do? I followed her to the market when she was alive. We will sell gari, we will sell yam. She will travel to Abuja. She will travel to Benin Republic. She will drive herself to Benin Republic. Sometimes I drive her, always fogged up, right? She will drive herself to Benin, and she will pack bags of rice in that panel van in the early 80s, in the 80s and in the early 90s, and she will bring it to the marketplace. And I was so small and very tiny. Maybe I'll say tiny now, I don't know, because I've eaten food though, but I'm not fat. I've eaten a lot of food, I'm not fat, But the most important thing is that I was studying the tricks of that traditional business, and that actually helped me. But one thing steered my mind that led to my mind shift too. I don't want to just survive. I don't want to just live on that survivor mode. I want more out of life. And I started thinking, please, I want you to follow this process. I'm not just saying it for saying sake. Follow the process. Understand how people shift their mind into achieving a lot in life and achieving success. I wanted more. I wanted more. I want to make impact. I want to create job opportunities for others. I want to make money. I want to make real deals, close deals. I want to meet real people. I want to network. I decided to start learning leadership. Leadership cut it out for me. And of course, when I was in the university, as you can see on the slide, I joined student union. And from there, being a speaker of student union, of leading over 22,000 students in the university, for the first time in the history of Nigeria, 3 of us were sent to UK to go and learn leadership and entrepreneurship. You can see where the journey moved from just being a traditional business owner with my mother when I was small, growing up, to becoming an entrepreneur. That journey is very, very important. If you are still young or younger, even than I, you must learn this journey very early. For people that learn it very early, it's very, very helpful. Assuming I did not embark on that journey to UK when I was in 300 level that year, I bet it with you, maybe today, I wouldn't have traveled to any country of the world. But today, that simple journey changed everything for me. And today, I have been to multiple countries because of a mindset shift. You don't wait for anybody to push you before you decide that you want to change your narrative. That is very, very important. So, how do I start agriculture? I started agriculture. We have been trading food stuff with my mother, follow her to market. That was my beginning of starting agriculture. But when I got to NYC, I served in Kwara State in a small community, Ijara Isin, in a Sin local government. It's not too far from Okeonigbe for those of you that fly that road to Ilorin very well, or to Kogi State, Sonlu, those areas, Sonlu and all those areas. I saw that there are a lot of cashew everywhere. You can imagine, everywhere. People plant cashew, even in their compound. And people just go there, they take the fruit flesh and everything. And one day, I was in the local market. I saw they were selling these cashew nuts in a bowl. In a bowl. People are queuing, buying. I like, wait a minute, what is happening here? What is happening here? And someone like me that I've learned a lot about leadership, I'm a very curious person. I'm very inquisitive. I got back to start asking questions. And that was how the following weekend that year, I started going to the market. I will buy some bowls of those cashew nuts. I will wait for another market day. The price, maybe for an instance, I bought a bowl for 200 naira. By the time it's the next market day, the price will have changed to 300 naira. And I will make 100 naira. I was serving in a school, and I have my weekends. I have a lot of time in my hand. I don't joke with my time. If you can learn not to joke with your time, you can even achieve more feats than I do, more and more. So I ensure that I start making money. And before I know it, I have saved money. So go and learn fish farming, how to hash fish, fingerlings, fries, juvenile, as you call them. And I learned that, and that set me up. It set me up big time. I can tell you that. That was my journey, or expanded journey, into agriculture. And I enjoy it. I started trading cashew nuts. And before I know it, after my NYC, I went to intern and supervised for a company, one of the biggest companies that is exporting charcoal from Nigeria. So, and many of my colleagues then, they are graduated, right? Everybody's looking for job. Me, I was just moving from one forest to the other forest, from one bush to the other bush. I don't even know, but I know where I'm going. I knew very early what I want to achieve with agriculture. Though it was a mistake that I studied even agricultural related courses in the university. But I never anticipated it because I was not born in the village. I was not born in a rural area. I was born in a city. So I have never been to the farm until I graduated from the university. Apart from when I was in university, that we visited some forest reserves to go and study agroforestry and all those things, I have never really be in the farm. The only thing I did growing up is just trade agricultural commodities with my mother, and I raised rabbits. If you remember the early 90s and the middle 90s, for some of us that were so much young then, we raised a lot of rabbits, guinea pigs, and the likes. We raise them, we mate them together, we will sell. Agriculture is fun. Agriculture is entertaining. Agriculture makes you to be very, very productive. And that is why I hit it raw. And that is why you must be part of agricultural businesses opportunity. Even if you are not part actively, you must be part passively. Even earning agricultural money is very, very, you will enjoy it. And that is what I have been doing. And from agriculture, this same agriculture have taken me to countries. Have made me to won a lot of hundreds of thousands, millions of grants. I was one of the few Nigerians, even not Africa, that launched an agricultural e-commerce platform, agromerchant.com, in those early days, and built a company, Agro Marketplace Nigeria Limited. And we have been doing a lot around, just staying in a forest to go and be doing charcoal, supervising charcoal. So I started writing on Land, and strangers that I don't know from Adam started calling me that, can I do 10 containers? Can I do 5 containers? For those of you that are very, that container very well, I'm not talking about small container. I'm talking about those big container. You call it the 17 feet container or the 40 feet container. And I will load charcoal. The charcoal will go to Turkey. The charcoal will go to Dubai. The charcoal will go to South Africa. These are very interesting journey. And this is the type of opportunities that I am trying to expose you to. Let's develop these opportunities together, and you will see that there are a lot more in agriculture. Next slide. You're going to give me just a few minutes, just a second. Let me plug my phone. Just a second. Of course, these are still my introduction. Can you just go to the next slide straight? Tony Lumelu with me there. I think that was when I got the Tony Lumelu grant, 2016 or 2015, thereabout. So I think those are days we still win grants when we are still very much young in business. So next slide. So let's go to the real opportunity in the agribusiness. I think I don't like bragging about myself, so I don't talk much about myself. Of course, one of those things that have set me apart, I want to speak on this, has been resilience and adaptability. It has been empathy, creating opportunities for others. And that is what I have been doing for years. Raising millionaires, young people that we have mentored, that have become millionaires. And, that opportunity, if anyone can jump on it today, you will love yourself. And that is what the world is talking about now. You see, the world is everywhere. Everybody is talking about agribusinesses. There's a reason for that. Because everybody, every day, you must eat. You must take drugs. You must put on clothes. You must wear shoe. You must carry a bag. 50 to 60% of the raw materials that they use for all these things are from agricultural raw materials. If you travel abroad, US, UK, Dubai, you will see that all the drinks that you take, even in Nigeria, sometimes you will see that all the drinks are from agricultural produce. So you cannot but take it very serious. But don't take it as a traditional way of planting, just like what I said earlier. Is a business, and you must see it as a business. So let's go into the real gist, and let me show you some facts and data, and we will see. So of course, if you want to check my email, if you want to email me directly, you can do that, bankololalekan@gmail.com, or you can just drop my DM, my phone number. Some of my executive assistants will see that, or I will see that. So that makes sense. Land is our biggest asset in Nigeria. Why are we not producing enough arable crops, cash crops, tree crops, shrubs, herbs, horticulture, livestock, perennial grass crops like sugarcane? I will show you a wonder about sugarcane in a minute. Tuber crops and vegetable crops. Why do we have lands? This is our biggest asset in this nation today. And that is what I have been using in the last couple of years to create opportunities for myself and for a lot of other people. And that is what I want to introduce you to. No agriculture without land. The lands have been there for decades. And the only thing that you have been doing with it is maybe sometimes you build house on there. Maybe sometimes you just leave it fallow, lying fallow for many decades, and you're not doing anything about it. I say today, and you should say it to yourself, just if you are still with me, drop on the comment box, say no more idle land. Drop on the comment box, no more idle land. No more idle land. I want 1 or 2, 3 people to drop on the comment box, no more idle land. How can we foster efforts? How can we come together to ensure that at least we do every of our possible best to turn some of our idle lands into agricultural land, to create a lot of wealth and opportunities for ourselves? I have just told you earlier, the price of food will not come down if more people do not go into agriculture in 2025. That is number one. The prices of food will not come down if some people are not thinking of solving the logistics and delivery, distribution, or supply chain of agriculture in 2025. I'm going to teach you the supply chain, the value chain, the delivery, the e-commerce, and the supply management and the logistics of agriculture. So that if you want to go into any of the, it's not necessary that everybody must be a farmer. You can play along the value chain. Let me tell you, when I was doing charcoal, this is very interesting. We use sack. That's your bag of rice. That sack that they use to bag rice, or that they use to package your rice or your beans, that 50 kg sack. That is the same sack that we use to package charcoal. After we have assembled a lot of women in those communities, we create a lot of employment. We will assemble sometimes 500 women, 300 women in those communities, and they will be sorting the charcoal for us. You know, this charcoal is going for exportation. So you cannot just put leaves, stones, debris inside this charcoal, or else it will not be accepted in the export market. And these are things that you will learn from Speaker Bankole Masterclass. It cannot be accepted. You know, these are not things that you will going to learn here. I'm going to get to a place whereby if you want to get in touch with me one-on-one, or you want to learn the real facts, whereby I will take you to the real deal of the business of agriculture, and within a year, you will make millions. You have to connect with me. I cherish my time so much, and I dirty my hands a lot, because you know, like the Yoruba will say, it is in the waste that you see money, inside that debris. You know, the interesting part of it is that year, the first year we did it, and we are getting a whole lot of people bringing their charcoal out from the forest, but most of the time we are not seeing sack to bag it. You know what I did? I made the inquiry, where do they buy these sacks from? And they told me at Ojuirin at Agege in Lagos. I left Bodesadu. If you know Bodesadu, say I know Bodesadu in Kwara State. Bodesadu is the boundary between Kwara and Niger states. I left Bodesadu that day. I went to Agege to now go and load sack. I bought hundreds of sack, and I started selling it even to other charcoal producers, because you cannot do charcoal without having those sacks. So there are sometimes we just pour those charcoals in container. They 40. It depends on what your exporter or your buyer, foreign buyer, is requesting from you. You will see that most of our even local areas, even in the cities today, thank God for our economy, quite a number of people are returning back to charcoal. You will see that those charcoal are inside bags. It's an opportunity. That is agriculture. Agriculture is not the beans or the rice that you eat alone. If you are learning something, just drop it on the comment box. Say, I am learning something. Agriculture is not the beans, the gari, the rice you eat alone. There are perishable agriculture and there are not perishable agriculture. And there are other businesses of agriculture, which I call the supply chain of agriculture and the value chain of agriculture. If you can master this, even if you are not playing the business in an active role, you will have an understanding of what the people that you are investing into, or the businesses that you are investing into, you have an understanding of what they are doing with your money. It is very, very important. The non-perishable commodities or agriculture, we call them agricultural commodities. The perishable ones, sometimes we call them foodstuff. That's what you call them, right? Foodstuff. And we have commodities: charcoal, cashew, sesame seed, hibiscus, ginger, garlic, etc. They fall, soya beans, shea butter, they fall in the non-perishable agricultural products, or you call them agricultural commodities. This is very, very interesting. The bag that I bought is still part of the value chain or supply chain of agriculture, because we cannot carry those charcoal in our hand. We have to put them inside the bag to bag them. Look at the way I have played in the value chain of agriculture a lot. Even if it is the agricultural equipment that you are bringing to Nigeria, maybe from Indonesia or Germany, where they produce quite a number of agricultural machines. Most of the time, we partner with Cocoa Research Institute of Nigeria, partnering with IITA and the Forest Research Institute of Nigeria, friend. You know, the advantage I have over many other agricultural people, do you know what? Is that I am a student of agriculture. I am a graduate of agriculture. I study it to PhD level. I even did 2 PhD in it. It's very interesting. Different courses, dropping out from one, picking another one later. You know, I am a researcher of agriculture, and I am doing the business of agriculture every day. I am the best person to help you. I have traveled out of Nigeria because of agriculture. I have gotten a lot of investment and grants because of agriculture. I have taught people in Ghana, in Zimbabwe, in Zambia, in South Africa, agriculture. So you have to be expansive to understand that agriculture is beyond food. Those things that is aiding agriculture, those things that is supporting agriculture, is also those things that you can make money from. You can be selling the seedlings for farmers that are planting plantain sucker, cassava stem, cocoa seedling, cashew seedling. That can just be the only thing you are doing at your backyard. You don't even need a big farm. You don't need a big expanse of land. Your own can be just selling the fertilizer. Another person's own can just be selling the seed, like the maize seed, the bean seed, and maybe soya bean seed. Another person can just be selling the packaging materials that we will put the yam tuber into and everything. But if you don't know the difference between stem, seed, seedlings, tuber, how do you want to start a business like that? If you are not knowledgeable, that is why I'm begging you people. Knowledge is essential. Equip yourself, retool yourself with knowledge, especially specific knowledge. Very, very important. Not general knowledge. Specific, thank you. No more idle land. I can say that. No more idle land. Specific knowledge. And you will see that you will become rich. You will be buoyant. You will be solving a problem in your country, and you will not be wasting your time about thinking, how do I japa first? Because in the Nigerian multitudes of problems today, there are a lot of vast of solutions. And I'm exposing you to those solutions. So you can see that even if you don't have a land or you don't have money to buy land, you have other areas that you can start very little. I could remember we gave over 4 million naira loan. We started with 4 million, right? So I think Elijah in Extra Mile Africa some years back, you know, he approached the company and he wanted a credit facility. And what was he doing? He's still doing it today. He's into selling the small nylons, the packaging nylons, different types of nylons, the yellow and black, the polythene nylons, white nylons. So different market women that are selling foodstuffs. If you agree with me that it's playing in the value chain of agriculture, just say you agree with me. I want 1 or 2 people to say you agree with me. If you go to the market to go and buy garri, or you go and buy beans, or you go and buy maize, if there is no packaging material, nylon, will they use the Congo or the Mudu or the Derican? Will they pour it in your hand? Or will you carry a bucket from your house to the market to go and buy those things? Some people are supplying those market women, those shops, those stores. That is another value chain in the agricultural space or agricultural ecosystem. That are the areas I want to expose you to. That is what they call agribusiness. Agribusiness goes beyond just farming. Agribusiness is maximizing every opportunity in the agricultural value chain and in the agricultural supply chain. There's a difference between agricultural value chain and there is a different, thank you, I'm learning something, thank you. there's a difference between agricultural value chain and agricultural supply chain. I just felt that many people are not doing many things in Nigeria. We are making the little money, but many of us are not keying ourselves into these opportunities. And that is why it's sometimes like poverty is catching up with a lot of people. Thank you. I agree with you. Thank you. That is why it looks like poverty is catching up with a lot of people. And that's why I decided to say, okay, I don't like social media much. They even force me sometimes. If you see my videos online, I have been doing it in recent times now. It's by force, a lot of encouragement. I love facing my business. But it's also very important that I build more food soldiers that can be in their different locations, that can be doing exploits, great exploits in agriculture. And I've also seen a lot of people doing agriculture for years and they are suffering because they are doing it in a traditional way. They don't understand the markets. They don't understand the export market and the local markets. They don't understand the supply chain. They don't understand the value chain, and they don't understand the season. You don't take product to the market when everybody is selling. You don't plant maize when everybody is planting. You aren't going to make any money. You not go make any money when you are doing it when everybody is doing it. Now, people are buying beans now. The price of beans has come down. The Ewaoloyi, that is the sweet beans, the honey beans. If you know, a few months ago, 1 or 2 months ago, they were selling it for 5,500 per module, the one of 10 cups. 6,000. Now it's going for 3,000 by January. Do you know why? Because new beans have started coming out. The Shokoto, your small new beans, and different types of white beans. So when new beans are coming out, you should know automatically that the prices of other beans in the market before we crash. This is the best time to buy and store. You might wonder, how do I store? You have to connect with me on that. And by January, February, you will see that the price will skyrocket again. Everybody will be buying at 6,500. That is the way Nigeria has been working for years. Forget about even this price hike or the spike in prices that we have been experiencing in the last 2 years or thereabout. But even before then or before now, prices of commodities, there are times that it will go down. What I always do is that I buy when it's cheaper and I sell when the market is profitable. Can you see the value chain I'm splitting for you guys? I've talked about the agricultural enablers. I'm talking about the commodities now. Just key into any of these and you will become comfortable. Even if we are not wealthy, at least we should be able to not join the complainers. We can't keep complaining every time when we have these opportunities at our disposal. It's very, very important. So let me read this out in the slide. It is time to develop a strong appetite and create a never tiring desire for wealth creation. Master how you can create wealth building, diversified portfolios. Even if you're an employee, even if you're a student, even if you're an entrepreneur, wherever you are, you can diversify your income and earn for life through agricultural businesses. I hope I've been able to convince. If I've been able to convince you, if you have not gotten a lot, it's like sweets like this in agriculture before, and you think that farmers are poor, that all the farmers are poor, go to South Africa. You will see that one of the richest citizens in South Africa are farmers. They are the one using Range Rovers. They are the one using Cadillac. Sorry, I don't know the name of cars like that. Is it Cadillac you call it, or Cadillac, or whatsoever you call it? They are the one using Jeep. They take these big vehicles that we use for pleasure here to their farms. I don't want to even talk about USA. I want to talk about Africa country. Go to Zimbabwe. Go to Zambia. Go to Botswana. Go to Cote d'Ivoire. They are maximizing the opportunities in the world of agriculture. And agriculture is our mainstay. Let's look at some of our data for our GDP, gross domestic product in Nigeria. This is the January to September 2024. And this is a data from government and all these data house by themselves. So I did not generate this. You will see the reference link. I want to show you something that is very critical. This year alone, and in the last 5 years or thereabout, the highest contributor to your GDP in Nigeria has been agriculture, not your oil and gas. If you are just hearing that for the first time, say I'm just hearing that for the first time. If you think before that is our crude oil that contributes to be the highest contributor to our GDP in Nigeria, and you are just knowing today that it is agriculture. If you are just hearing for the first time, just one or two persons should say, I'm hearing for the first time. I am a teacher. I like to engage people. You can see, I said, this is the reason why you have to venture into any or more of the agricultural value or supply chain. Look at our exported products in 9 months, January to September. Crude oil, we exported crude oil, natural gas, other petroleum gases, cocoa, urea. The following it, you're looking at the ones that are agriculture and agricultural related. You know, your urea is your fertilizer, right? Which is agricultural enabler. Distilling platforms, aluminium alloy, sesame seeds, and other liquefied petroleum gases, cashew nuts. You can see the figures, the amounts for those people that did that business in last 9 months. January to September 2024, you can see what value is a volume, right? Look at the cocoa, look at the cashew nuts, look at the urea, look at the sesame seeds. That makes sense, right? Now look at the products that we imported. That is the one we bring from other countries into Nigeria. That is our refined crude oil. That is PMS. Gas oil. Wheat. We imported over 1 trillion, 1.2 trillion worth of wheat into Nigeria. And that is some of the figures I want to show you. Look at this shocking one. For those of you that joined me earlier, I said I will show you something shocking about sugarcane. We imported 581.36 billion worth of sugarcane into Nigeria. When I saw this, I said, what? This is shocking. We have land, we can plant sugarcane. Wheat can grow. I have planted wheat before. We have even done a project at Ifon that Ifon is in Ondo State, that sugarcane was planted some years back. Why are we not doing more? Next slide. Why are we not doing more? I just show you a few samples of what. So you can see the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics and the statistics. That's where those data come from. So my question is this: what can you export to just earn a piecemeal of the foreign exchange? That is from the forest. The most surprising one for me in that list is sugarcane, followed by wheat. And if you have been following Nigerian government's arguments in the last couple of months, you will see that our National Assembly, most especially the House of Rep and the Senate, yes, they have been debating a bill to introduce some percentage of cassava into bread. You remember during the time of Obasanjo, that thing was, some people cash out from that. And now, some senators were saying, why are we not planting wheat in Nigeria? You don't need to join the bandwagons. All you need to do is just start with 3 plots of land, 2 plots of land, and you can be in money. Don't join the noise making of social media or government or whatsoever. Just start your own from somewhere. Why is a training like this very important? Is so that you can create wealth. You can key into opportunities like this. This dispensation, you have to be rich to enjoy countries like Nigeria. You have to have money. You have to create different diversified portfolios. I tell you, that is the way. You want to make 1 million, 3 million, 5 million, 10 million in a year, 20 million, 50 million. You just need to think outside the box. And I sent this out yesterday and they sent it across our platform. I said, what first thing you need is knowledge acquisitions from mentors, coaches, attend trainings and seminars like this. Don't isolate yourself into breeding poverty. Doesn't take long before poverty catch up. If you think you have 1 million naira in your bank account today, if you are not investing it, before you know it, you go use it to eat finish. Thank God today now, food is very expensive. What is it? Money Points that brought that statistics out some months ago, that 85% of Nigerians spend 85% of what we spend our money on in Nigeria today is on food. You can see that food is agriculture. Food is making a whole lot of sense. Why can't you be part of the few people that are also earning money from that same food? Even if it is 10,000 naira, 20,000 naira, 30,000 naira, it's something. But you cannot achieve those things without getting knowledge. Very, very important. 2, join a support system. And that is why I create a lot of communities. Join communities, network that can inspire you and support you. Please, for those of you watching, don't isolate yourself. It's very, very important. And number 3, just 3 ways to create wealth, to create riches. That is it. If you disagree with me on that, it's more than this 3. You can say I disagree with you. I want to learn. 2, I'm not an island of knowledge. Everything I've known today, I've learned them from mentors and from my practical experiences. Diversified investment portfolios. See, if you can get these 3 things right in 2025, even before you get to 2025 from this today, try putting it in your mind. You will not have time for petty conversations again. No. You won't have time for activities again. What your mind, the job that you are doing, from now, what it will be racing towards is that how can you get more knowledge, specified knowledge, specialized knowledge? How can you join support groups so that you can have a support system that can build you and move together along the line? Like I used to say, don't go and look for like minds. If you are earning 1 million naira in a year, and the only people you are looking for are the like minds that earn 1 million naira in a year, in the next 20 years, you will discover that you are still earning 1 million naira in a year. And you can see the inflation today. Food inflation is over 40%. The real inflation in Nigeria is over 33.3%. If you don't want to deceive yourself, 1 million naira of 5 years ago is no longer 1 million naira of today. If you want to earn more money, go and look for great minds, not like minds. And of course, like minds is embedded inside great mind people. If you understand that, I wish you well. You are going to make a whole lot of money. If you understand that like minds are also entrenched or embedded inside great minds, great for you. Join people that will take you from where you are today into the next level. I said some 2 case studies. Some of you have read it yesterday. I said the reason why the Omoniles, the original landowners, are poor and the real estate owners are rich is simply because of those 3 things that I've mentioned above. Knowledge, support system, and diversification. The same reason you will see Uber, Bolt, Move, they don't have their own vehicles. Drivers will drive all the days of their life. For those ones that are not taking drastic decisions to transform their life into wealth creation. And this Move, Uber, because you can't create money or meet money or opportunities from your one single job alone. you must see a way to diversify your income or your income nets or your income portfolio. Learn and learn specifics. I've said this. You want to be rich in this life, oh, I don't know the other life. Next slide. I don't know the other life. You must learn specifics. I will round up my slide in the next 10 minutes or thereabouts. I said I'm going to do this for 1 hour, but I'm taking my time so that everybody can understand very well. We are not here for jokes. I'm not here for play. This is what gives me money, and I want to also help a number of people, even if they are 10, 15 additional in 2025, the way I've been doing every year. For people that have been following me, you know that I do this probably once in a year, but I feel that I feel Nigeria is at its very lowest ebb, economic ebb. I want to do more of this, probably every month, so that I can empower as many people as possible. I have an ebook that I'm going to give for free for those of you that attend my how to make money from cashew business. I wrote only on cashew business for this particular. I'm giving this one out for only cashew business. I'm trading sesame seed, hibiscus, charcoal, what do you call it, soya beans, shea butter, and all the likes. Take me back to that free book slide. But every of these commodity has season. By December ending now, in Kogi State, cashew will start fruiting. Take me to the last slide that you just left. That's an ebook. By December ending, cashew will start coming out, and we'll be buying it very cheap.
But here's the problem.
We'll be buying it very cheap.
When you build pipeline,
and
there's a period of time.
Sorry, can you take this video off my live?
You see no results.
If you have not seen this video, that is, you did not join this masterclass early.
Welcome to our serene cashew farmland in Ilero or your state.
Okay, look at this. Please don't play this video
Where
yet.
Opportunity meets nature.
It's not my conversation. Take me to the ebook slide back. Yeah, thank you. So for you attending this free masterclass, I'm giving you this cashew business ebook. It's a short ebook for free. So send I attended Speaker Bankole Masterclass to that phone number you are seeing on your screen, 08036028454. WhatsApp only. WhatsApp only. 08036028454. And the ebook is yours for free. I will send to you the copy on your WhatsApp. Immediately, just send I attended Speaker Bankole Masterclass. You get that ebook. And that is my free gift for you, apart from this knowledge that I'm sharing with you. I want many people to join me in this business in 2025. It's a sweet business, all right? I'm saying that by December ending, cashew will start coming out from Kogi. Now, January, we'll start seeing it in Ogbomoso, Kwara, Enugu, Edo, Ondo, right? Now, we'll start buying when it's still early stage. You buy when it's still at early stage. In May, June, you start seeing your shea butter will start coming out. Your soya beans start coming out. In November, in August, September, you will start seeing your PKC, maybe probably those people that have planted late palm tree, start seeing it, and we'll start buying sesame seed. We'll start taking out hibiscus. What am I saying? Every month has a product in it. Today, the people that bought onion in January for 25,000 naira, 30,000 naira per bag, they are selling that same onion today now in the markets. they are selling it for 135,000 naira per bag. By January, the prices of onion will crash again. For those that will buy small or some bags, in April, they will be making 200 to 50% ROI returns on those onions. But the challenge might be, how do you store them, right? I will tell you how. When people are buying beans now. I remember we bought egusi melon. That's melon you use for your soup. Last year, I think that was September, when melon was so cheap. And in December, I bought it, maybe let's say for an instance, I bought it for 1,000 naira per module. And in December, I started selling it for 3,000, 3,500 per module. You can see the profit. It's something, you just take it to the market and the market women are ready to buy from you. You know, but not everybody can do that stress. I like stress. There's money in stress, right? If you agree with me, there's money in stress, just say I agree. You know, but some of you can join me and can put funds together with you and can buy these things, you store it, and you make money too. For those of you that doesn't want to do it actively. So that is one of the reasons why we launched some of our farm estates. So I'm going to go to some of our product share now. We have one of our farm estates at Ilero. If you want to buy 1 acre, you want to plant cashew, we will be the one to plant the cashew for you. We will be the one to manage the farm for you. We will maintain the farm for you. We will harvest the cashew for you, and you can make money from your cashew farm till 30, 35 years. Cashew will be giving fruit for 30 to 35 years. That's why they call it cash crop. Oil palm, cocoa, cashew, all these things are cash crop. It makes money. And we have started doing some tree crops, melina, teak, and everything. It's a very interesting way to make money. After you've planted your cashew, you wait for 3 years, and if you buy a land from us, our farmland, maybe in Oyo is one of our best places for cashew. If you want to intercrop cassava, potato, inside it, we will help you to do that. And we can make money together. Our farmland in Lagos, you are surprised that you have farmlands in Lagos. At Ibejuleki, we are doing coconuts. This is also a cash crop. Plantain, cassava. If you want to buy that one, we'll tell you about that one later. That one is 1 acre is 6 million naira. That is more expensive. But if you want to key into this 800,000 by January, it will be 1 million. People have been buying this 1 acre at Ilero. Ilero is just 1 hour 40 minutes away from Ibadan. If you want to key into it, you just want to make money from cashew and some other crops without you lifting your finger. It's an opportunity for you. And from that 36 months from that cashew, you can earn to 40 years. These are generational wealth. These are things you will make a lot of money from. And what price were we buying cashew per ton 3-4 years ago? 150,000 naira per ton, 200,000 naira per ton. Today, we sold as high as 1.2 million naira, 1.4 million naira this year. When the price even dropped, it dropped to 950 when Tanzania started bringing out their own cashew. And before even Tanzania brought their own cashew, we have sold our own cashew. Because we understand the time and season, just like the sons of Issachar. You have to study agriculture. Don't just do agriculture like every other person. That is why this platform is very, very important for you. So if you have the money, or you want to pay in 2 batches, or you want to key into it before the acres, we have like 40, 50 acres there. People have been buying. If you want to still key into it, before the price goes to 1 million naira per acre. Acre is 6 plots. And you even from next year, people will be touring the land. You can tour. We want to do a lot of agricultural tourism. Want to do some interesting projects in agriculture, not this type of 1 naira, 2 naira thing that people are doing in agriculture. that will not make you rich. Agricultural tourism, agricultural estates that we are building now. These are things we have been doing, and it's very interesting. So join us on this, and you'll be happy for it. Next slide. And I want to also say that if you want to join my training, sorry, play that video, play the Lero video. Play the Lero video now, so that they can see the adverts for those people that are online, and the people that so that the people online can see the adverts. So let's
This
watch
is
it
not
for
just
2 minutes.
any piece of land. It's a thriving ecosystem where the soil, climate, and community come together to create a perfect environment for cashew cultivation. I went out of my way to visit this promising farmland. Here's what I got. The experience was nothing short of enlightening. Walking through the lush green rows of cashew trees, I could feel the potential that this land holds. Yes, investing in a 1-acre cashew farmland here is more than just a land purchase. It's an investment in a sustainable future. The cashew trees with their robust growth and high yield promise a bountiful harvest year after year. Priced at an attractive 800,000 naira per acre,
It's a gateway to lucrative commercial farming. This price point makes it accessible for both small-scale investors and large-scale agricultural entrepreneurs. Cashews are a highly demanded commodity both locally and globally. The global market for cashew is expanding with increasing demand in countries like the United States, India, and even Europe. By investing in our farmland, you're not only securing the tangible asset, but also tapping into an evergreen industry. The cashew industry is resilient, withstanding economic fluctuations and providing a stable income stream. Whether you're a seasoned farmer or a budding entrepreneur, our farmlands offer immense growth potential and profitability. Join us in cultivating a future of prosperity. Your journey to agricultural success starts here at our cashew farmland in Lero, Oyo State.
the fertile land combined with our expertise create the perfect conditions for a thriving cashew farm. For more information, contact us at extramileafrica.ng. Our team is ready to assist you with any questions and guide you through the investment process. Take the first step towards a prosperous and agricultural venture with us. The opportunities are endless and the rewards substantial.
Thank you. So for those of you that want to be part of that opportunity, you can jump on it. And of course, you will be hearing more of this from us. We'll be having another free webinar like this probably next week. And we'll still emphasize on this. Now, let's, I think for those of you that want to learn more and be part, I'm starting a 3 days extensive and intensive masterclass. We give, I've shifted it to Tuesday, next tomorrow. I will give a bit of opportunity to more people or few people that want to join. So these are just the commodities. You can see them on the slide. Different agricultural commodities, their prices, their profit margin, the locations. So these are a lot of things that you are going to learn during the master class. You are going to learn how to make a whole lot of money from agricultural commodity. It's a 3 days master class starting on supposed to start tomorrow, but I'm going to give 1 or 2, 3 more people that opportunity to be part of this. Of course, if you want to join, if you want to help us to make money from commission, you want to sell our real estate, our farm estates, you can join Closer Academy. You can join us at Closer. You can make a lot of commission. A lot of people are earning money from commission. So this is the training flyer. It's a 3 days training where you will learn the agricultural supply chain, the value chain, agro storage, agro supply, and agro exports. You will understand the market. I will show you beer, everything that you need to know, the communities where you need to, just like Deji said here, I picked this from Deji. What if, for those of you that don't know, the rich people now are combining real estate and agriculture. That's what they are doing now. If you want to make wealth, be part of the piecemeal. In the masterclass, it's a 3 days masterclass. I'm going to teach you everything from the Nigeria agricultural markets, how you can be part of it, and at the same time, how you can also earn a whole lot of money from it. I'm going to break into pieces, strategies to scaling from a single plot to building a farming empire, just like I'm doing with our company, and how you can also earn money, how you can be a successful agro investor, even if you are not going to participate actively, how you can earn money passively, and how you can keep earning money